What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. We're gonna do a story time. I know it's not my typical type of video, but I feel like I want to switch it up. I want my subscribers and I want the people that actually watch my videos to know a little bit more about me. When I was 18, my boyfriend died. This painting is my late boyfriend. So he died a month before I was going to college. So first of all, how did I meet him? We went to the same high school our freshman year. Like, I would giggle with him. I would, like, at lunch joke with him, but it was never like let's chat outside of lunch, outside of school. Fast forward, we end up being cool because I remember I went with my cousin to her rehearsal. She was doing a show, a self-named tour, and I was on her live, recording the rehearsal, and he hopped in her live. And I'm like, dang, I know this name from somewhere. But the whole time the camera is flipped, so he see my face when he in the live. He see my face. I'm in my head like, dang, I think I know him. Like, his name looks so familiar. The whole time he in the comments like, you look familiar. Like, what? So I type on the chat. I'm like, go on my Instagram because I'm on live on my cousin's page. I'm not on my Instagram. So I'm like, go to m.onea, da da da. He's like, oh, I do know you, da da da. At this time, I had a little glow up. This had to be like my junior into senior year, like that summer when you out of junior year going into senior, had to be that. So he's like, dang, dude, look familiar. Fast forward from that, we get to kicking it, texting, all that, and it simmered down. It was like November to January, and that was that. Then we wasn't talking. Then March come around, I still follow him, but we wasn't like consistently talking. In March, I end up sliding up on one of his little Instagram stories, and I'm like, this my shit. He was listening to JR. Damn, Let the Game Be the Game. He was listening to that song. I don't know what it's called on top of my head. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called Let the Game Be the Game. He was listening to that. After that, people just stopped texting, just go their separate ways. I stood on business, and I'm like, what you doing? And we just end up texting more. End up giving me his number this time, because last time, throughout that November to January, I had his iCloud, so I was texting the email. But this time I got that number. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, start using that. And I did early college my senior year in high school. So it was like after my fifth period, I was able to go home, which was like 12 o'clock. So, I would go to his house. And I'd just be like, you want to hang out, we can do this, do there, da, da, da. So we just end up kicking it like nonstop, like with him all the time from March until, he's the one in my necklace too. If you guys never seen it, he's the one in my necklace. At that time, we both was 17. Yeah, we both was 17 at that time. I didn't turn 18 until June. So it was one specific day, and it just made my heart sink, y'all. It was like, it just made me feel so good. But I'm like this, and he laying on my chest right here, and he like, what you put in my drink? I'm like, nothing. He like, what you put in my drink? He like, why I love you like that? How I love you like this? I don't love you already. And I was just like, oh my God, like, this is my man.
What you do to me? You put something in my drink.
So young. So young. And I'm just like, this is my man.
I never drank with you. How I love you like that?
Y'all, it'll be times when he's singing a song to me, and he'll be like, he on this side of me, and he'll do one of these, like, singing a song to me. And then it'll be another thing where he used to text me, and he'll be like, it's on.
It's on. And be like, it's on. It depends on how.
Like, is you ready to go? Like, whenever we made plans, anytime we made plans, it was never a no, I can't do it. It's always it's on. And I don't know, that stuff really just made me feel wanted. Like, it made me feel like some reciprocation here. Like, you feel me? 17, 18 and experienced that. Like, I haven't experienced nothing like that. Honest, like, it's my honest truth. Like, this man, I haven't had nothing like that. Like, one day, chilling, we just like listening to music. I'm just like, can you make me a playlist? He like, bro, what? I'm like, can you just make me a playlist of songs? Like, make me a playlist. And he was like, girl, you be an extra. I'm like, how am I being an extra? He like, you want me to make you a whole playlist? I'm like, yeah, like, can you please make me a playlist at least? Long story short, he made that playlist for me. And I still have it because he made it on YouTube. So it's a private playlist for me and me only. Yeah. He named it Extra Extra. And I'm just like, that is so sweet. Like, you gave me a playlist and you named it Extra Extra. After saying I was being extra, so now I know that you really put some meaning behind it. So, that was super sweet. I loved it for real. Especially being young. Like, y'all gotta know I'm young. So all this simple stuff, it's really blowing me away. Boom. We spent my birthday together, which was June 11th, and we spent it together. At 12 o'clock, I drove to his house. I'm like, let's take a shot at 12. Like, come on. Got the cutest Snapchat videos. Like, I got this little birthday hat filter on from Snapchat and it say happy birthday. And I post it every year because it's wild how life can really turn. Like, oh my. Now July turned around and I hate July. I'm not gonna lie, I really do hate July. But we kicking in, we cooling. We end up getting into this argument. It's a really silly, petty argument, like just arguing about nothing, honestly. I care to remember it because rest is so nothing is held against him, no grudges are ever held against him. However, I loved him how he was here. I still have that love for him. And it will never go away. Trust me. I will never take that relationship for granted. It had to be like we texted on July 5th, we're texting. He's at a graduation party and I'm like, when you're done with the party, I want to come see you. Like we ain't been on good terms or whatever. You feel me? So I'm like, I want to come see you. I want to kind of like hash it out. He's like, cool. Meet me at my house at like 11:30. You should be there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I parked my car at Applebee's because I was DoorDashing. Parked my car and I'm just sitting there. I'm chilling. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till 11 because it's only like 10 something now. No, it's like, yeah, it's 10 something. So I'm waiting. But now I'm calling him because, it's a little distance to get to his house. So I'm calling him, like, calling to let him know I'm on my way. But he's not answering. And initially, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, he's not answering. Like, he's cheating on me or something. Like, it's just something like it's not feeling right. But something really felt bad. Like, it's not even the fact that I feel like he cheating on me. It's the fact that I think something is wrong. So I keep one phone up. I'm texting him. I'm like, I thought I was coming over. Like, am I still coming over? You want me to? No response. So I go home and I go to sleep. And I go to sleep mad. Like, I go to sleep upset because I want to see my man. But that didn't happen because come to find out, I wake up in the middle of the night too. I wake up at like 3, 4, go back to sleep, wake up again around 6, 7. I got a text message from his sister. I either got a call or a text message from his little sister talking about he gone. I'm like, what? Like, it's no way. Like, what do you mean he's gone? Like, huh? So he's like, he gone. They've been at the hospital. He was stabbed to death at a graduation party. Cam was like a little dude, like not a little dude, but he was skinny. So a skinny person, not good. I'm panicking because I also have a job. So I did a no call, no show that day, y'all. The rest of the week I did go to work, but I was at the cash register like like blanked out, spaced out, like, and I just walked out. Like I couldn't do it. Like that first day of knowing, my mind was just like, oh my God. Like I did that no call, no show. I went straight to his mama house. I kicked it with his family, I'm crying and shit. And I remember I stayed the night at his house. once I found out he got killed, I stayed at his mama's house for maybe a week or two, and I just slept in his room. I slept in his bed. Just stayed over there. I'm like, it's like everything happened so fast from me not going to work, going straight to his mama's house. This it's like it's not clicking. Like we're bawling my eyes out. Like, whew. I'm gonna kind of like take y'all back a little bit. So before I even got in the car and got to his mama house, and I was in my room, like I was laying there and I was in shock. I told y'all we all went to the same high school together our freshman year. I woke up, I got people from our high school texting me like, "What happened to Cam? You know what happened to Cam?" And I'm like, "Nah." So this is even before I even knew my boyfriend was dead. So I'm like, "Nah." Somebody thought it was a good idea to send me videos of my boyfriend bleeding out. I have 3 videos of my boyfriend bleeding out. I got one video of him, Another one is the boy that killed him making a Snapchat bragging about killing my boyfriend. The third video is just a big fight where you just see a trail of blood. I knew exactly who it was that was bleeding. I knew that was my boyfriend because I recognized the shirt that I gave him. And that's what really broke my heart. Like at that moment it was like it wasn't no second guessing that that's him. It wasn't a doubt. I knew like that's him. Yeah. I remember everything vividly, and I hate the fact that I can't remember everything vividly. But it's the simple fact that like I got videos sent to me, and that's just so cruel. Like that's traumatizing. That's so cruel. It's so bold. Like I don't think I ever really healed from that, to be honest. Like when it come down to dating, when it come down to anything, I never healed from my teenage relationship. I never healed from him, and I feel like it's so unfair to this day. Like I'm cool to talk about it, I'm healing from it, but it's still so unfair and it's so traumatizing, and it's just so inconsiderate how everything was brought to my attention. And the ones that know, they know. Like I was heartbroken. I still am heartbroken about it, but I know how to manage it. But it was a very hard pill to swallow just because I went from being around somebody every day to not having no contact, no responses, no hugs, no kisses, no texts, no nothing, and I still got his number saved, I still got the contact saved, contact picture, all that. I got our messages still. But it's just like, how do you move on from it completely? Like how do you truly move on for something like that? Like you can definitely move your life along, but how do you move on from something like that? I still thank his mom to this day because like they let me be so involved with everything from like planning it, from being at the funeral, being like with them, sitting with them in the front, being with them on holidays after the fact, just staying in touch the whole time. Like, and I still talk to them to this day. Like, I love them like family. I am like this with them. Like, if they ever called me and needed me, I will definitely run to them quick. You know. But I just appreciate their family so much. It's an undescribable feeling that I can't really explain it. I can't tell you how I feel to lose a boyfriend. I just can tell you that the shit is not fair. It messes with you mentally, physically, emotionally. Like you don't ever move on from it. And then it strings along to other relationships. Because you want to look for this person and other people because you didn't even get a fair goodbye. You didn't get a fair breakup. It's not mutual. It don't even feel like you broke up with the person. It don't even feel like y'all really like separated. I was 18, my boyfriend died, and I just had to just go on with college by myself, depressed in college, about to drop out of college. A lot of things made me shift my perspective on people. I pushed my entire family away. However, I do feel like it made me a stronger person. It put me in a position to where I stopped holding my tongue. Because when I was with him, I remember he used to tell me all the time, Melita, please stop holding your tongue. Like, if you got an issue with something, just say it. Because what is they going to do? And he was absolutely right. What is they going to do? I truly just used that pain to feel everything that I had going on, like college, working, business. I lost friends because of it. Because, me, I'm going to take accountability. I was just being rude and nasty to everybody because it's like I lost my best friend. I lost somebody I seen 24/7. I lost my best friend. And I got to sit up here and I got to act like I'm okay just so I don't feel like a burden to other people because I'm hurting deep inside. Oh, I'm hurting deep as hell deep inside. Like, when I say I push my family away, I push them so far off the grid. I push my friends so off the grid. I stayed at that mama house for a week or two. In the basement, in his room, in his bed, laying there, laying there, crying, my eyes up, watching videos back to back, reading messages back to back. Child. I got through college because I just felt like I needed to do that. It was me just thinking of Cam the whole time. Like, he didn't have a chance to experience graduating or graduating college, or you feel me, he didn't have no opportunity for it. Like, he didn't see it. So I just felt like, shit, I'm gonna do it for both of us. I remember at the funeral, I cried so hard. Like, his little brother had tapped me and was just like, why are you crying? Like, why are you so loud? Why are you crying so much? Like, and I'm just like, I couldn't really answer because at the time he was young, he didn't really understand. But I'm just like, I'm heartbroken. Like, when you see a casket closed on somebody that you really truly love, genuinely love, it really do something to you. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I had them um I had them read the poem I wrote at the funeral, but that was nice. I couldn't do it myself, obviously. Wasn't doing it, but I hold this obituary to this day. Like, I love him with all my heart. I always will. And I hold my man down. This is what I had in there. And I had started a business and everything just in tribute to him when I was in school. I was doing lip gloss, lashes, and it was just a tribute to him. My business was called Camera Ready, and it was Cameron with a K because his nickname was Cam with a K. So it was like a tied in thing. When I graduated college, I had him on my cap. That's that. Year, I was coping wrong. And that's why when I tell people now about it, I keep it 100. Like, I cope 100% wrong. Like, I was smoking every day. I was getting bad grades in school. I was skipping classes. I wasn't there. I wasn't emotionally or mentally there to deal with nothing else. And I didn't even care. It was me. I was about to fuck me up. Like, my life was about to get messed up because I couldn't cope and I couldn't verbalize what's wrong with me without getting upset. And it was one day I really will never forget it. I woke up crying. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning crying. It was like I woke up already crying in my sleep. Like, just sitting there, bawling my eyes out in my room. I don't even remember how or when my dad got to my mom's house. He was just laying on the floor. But I just woke up and I'm just crying. I'm bawling my eyes out and I'm just like, bro, I don't get no hugs no more. I don't get no kisses no more. I don't get a text no more. I don't the chin grabs no more. I don't get him singing songs and replacing their name with my name. Like, it was truly a time for me. Like, that was the lowest I've ever been in my life. But it was also an eye opener at the end when I actually found ways to cope better. Because you don't want things to happen, but you also can't too much dwell on it. I hear people will say like they lost their boyfriend and they lost this and this and that. I feel for them. Like, you feel me? I deeply feel for them. I be wanting to talk to them. Like, that's something I don't wish on my worst enemy. Because it's hard to get yourself back up, and it's hard to actually sit there and be like, this is what's wrong with me. You know what's wrong with you, but you don't want to say it because you don't want to remind yourself that your best friend is gone. You know, this is my best friend. When I say I was with him all the time, it didn't matter. Dairy Queen runs, getting donuts, just going to the gas station, going to Great Lakes Mall, you know, just doing stuff. You know, it was just his presence there that made me feel like I love that man. I look at all this stuff around me, like just be like, I miss him so much. Like, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't change anything. But if I can go back in time, or if I could speak to him, bro, my life would spark up right now. Like,
So fucking fine.
Dog, chill out. Move.
Look at her chin. Oh my god.
Move.
Look at her, y'all. Man, stop playing me before I kill you.
What?
Oh my god. Look at that. Look at the smile. She's so fucking fine. Nose, all that.